This is problem number 79 from page 144, where we are practicing solving equations that are quadratic or equations that can be simplified to be quadratic to use the same techniques as quadratic equations. And that's what's going on here. We have a pretty intimidating looking equation. However, there's a way to simplify it to make it look like a quadratic equation. And to do that, we use the technique called substitution. We've seen that before. And to figure out how to substitute, we look at the middle term here, where if it was just a plain old regular simple quadratic equation, we would just have an x there. Instead of the x, we have something more complicated. So that tells us how to substitute. Pick some letter. The book typically uses the letter u. Let u equal that variable expression, x plus 1 to the 1/5. Okay, that's going to make the middle term just negative 3u, which is nice. And we still have plus 2, and we still have equals 0, but we need to deal with the first term. So keep in mind that if u is x plus 1 to the 1/5, then u squared is going to be x plus 1 to the 2/5. Therefore, this first term here is u squared. So here's the quadratic equation we're solving now. Much simpler, and it's factorable. Let's factor it into u minus 2 times u minus 1. Set each factor equal to 0. Solve each one. And we're not quite done, though, because we need to substitute the variable expression x plus 1 to the 1/5 back in to each. And we're still trying to solve for x. Okay, so to both sides of this equation, we'll raise to the 5th power. That will undo the 1/5 power. 2 to the 5th is 32. Subtract 1 from that and you get 31. And you can certainly plug that back into the original equation and check it. And then same thing over here, raise both sides to the 5th, and 1 to the 5th is just 1. Subtract 1 from both sides and you get x equals 0. So we have two solutions, 31 and 0. Now if you're looking up your answer in the back of the book, they just use set braces. They say 0 and 31, like so. That is not an ordered pair. That's just a way of saying you have two answers. One answer is 0 and the other answer is 31.